Shalom, welcome to Torah 6 and 6, which means 6 days a week, 6 minutes a day, and you have an incredible idea from the Rebbe. And today is the sixth session, and now we're going to make it very, very practical. We were again talking about your makeup exam, but it's really not a makeup exam, it's more of a completion. What you do on Pesach Sheni, the second Passover, and that's an idea that we always try to do. We try as much as we can to be complete. But again, we do not have the Pesach Mikdash nowadays. So what does it mean to us in a practical idea? And that is the idea the Rebbe brings us out of spreading out Judaism. That's the order of the day, so to speak. We got to care about everybody. A person could say, I'm fine by myself, and I'm good with my family, and even in my community. It's not good enough. So many more people need our help. So many people need to learn about Judaism. Say about 10 to 15% of Jewish people are observant of their mitzvahs, so there's a lot of work to be done. And maybe that is the whole purpose of the world. It's not just completion, we're saying, but it makes you whole as a full person, not like something extra credit. All right, I know it's very nice that I help people out. Not just nice, it's more of an obligation. And to tell a beautiful story that the Baal Shem Tov's, in the name of the Baal Shem Tov, Reb Mordechai was his name, and he says a soul can come down for 70, 80 years, a complete life. But maybe at that end of that 70, 80 years, a person will do a favor for some physically, help them out in some way, or even spiritually, tell him to do a mitzvah. And that could be his whole reason why he came down into the world. Came down into the world for 70, 80 years as a full life, complete life, a beautiful life, but that is not the purpose of his whole being down in this world. It was in order, because he's so learned or he's so good, that he should be able to help somebody else out, come to that position or wherever that person is, and then a complete life, 70, 80 years, in order to help somebody else out, do that, a favor for him physically or spiritually. That's an incredible idea. And that's for us also. Again, people could think, well, it's extra credit, just like Passover Sheni. It's a makeup exam or extra credit, and I'll do something extra. No, it's not makeup, and it's not an extra credit. That is the obligation for us today, that we, the way to do tshuva, the way to repent, is to come back to the Almighty. In our generation, is to help somebody else out. Of course, you have to help yourself out. You have to learn, and you have to do the right thing. For sure that you can't just go around helping people. You have to be whole in yourself. But then it's not just extra credit. All right, now I'm learning, and I'm good, and I'm whole, and therefore maybe I'll find some time to help somebody else out. No, the obligation is to help somebody else out is an obligation on every Jewish person, no matter who they are, no matter what they are. And even it's an incredible idea. Think it over. A whole lifetime of doing good things and being yourself with your family community, but your whole purpose in the world is to be in your position to help somebody else out after a full lifetime, 70, 80 years. That's, I know everybody should be healthy, live till 120 years old. But in any case, the average lifespan is between 70, 80. It was a few hundred years ago. It even says in the Psalms, 70, 80 years old. And really, that's what it is today. Also, a person should be able to do more and more, and not just an obligation, but just see what they have to do and be happy about what they do. This is their whole purpose in the world, of helping somebody else out, and it's good for them and good for the whole world, and then we'll really reach the whole completion of the world, and that's bringing the Mashiach and the Messiah, when the whole world will be absolutely complete, and there'll be peace and harmony and prosperity for all mankind.